Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of A Slice of Fried Gold. My name is Paddy.
And I'm Ben.
If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. And if you are listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. Comment down below on this week's topics. But with that all being said, Ben, how the devil are you?
Can you try and keep this going to get through the really windy, tight little road?
Okay. At least I didn't say your name 3 times, but no. I just said it once.
Just once. Oh, is that a hint? Is that a hint?
It's a hint. I mean, it's in the title, but
foreshadowing.
Oh, there you go. How about that? Yeah. I got us to the end of the road.
How am I? Yeah, it's been another week. It's another week. So, do you remember a couple of weeks ago when CloudStrike did an update and the whole world went down?
Yes.
And annoyingly, my company did not go down.
No.
Well, the other day we had a new security feature added to our emails.
Okay.
And our email system went down.
Wonderful.
And I was sitting there at work going, "This is the life. I could do this. No contact with the customers, no annoying emails.
Yeah.
This is the life. This is how the job should be."
Yeah.
But then, of course, it was halfway through, I kind of realized, I was like, shit. Yeah. Just because the emails aren't coming doesn't mean they won't come.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, the following day,
the fallout.
Boom! And I was like, no. And it's been a struggle bus since.
Oh, that's not good.
No. But it was, yeah. Because the thing is, it didn't stop our emails going out. It just stopped emails coming in.
Right, okay.
And so we were emailing out to our customers sorry.
Yeah.
Our emails are down. Just keep trying, and eventually they'll come through, kind of thing. But then people kept calling, even people we've already emailed, they ring up and are like, "My emails just bounced back."
We're like,
yes. Have you seen our email about our emails being down? Yeah. Right.
Well, that means
put 2 and 2 together.
No bueno.
No bueno. No worky. So there was that. Also, I don't know if you're aware because you don't drive, but the Orwell Bridge is down to 1 lane going to the Ipswich direction.
I have seen the news reports.
Yes. So for the people who live outside of Felixstowe and Ipswich,
yes,
all 2 of them,
yes,
the Orwell Bridge is the bridge to get you between Felixstowe and Ipswich. Unless you want to go through the back roads, that is your route.
Yeah.
Between the 2. And Felixstowe is literally blocked off from the rest of the country by Ipswich.
Yeah, basically.
So the bridge is needed.
Yeah.
Gone down to 1 lane because there's some structural issues. Fine. I have no issue with that. What I have issue with is they've not put speed limit signs up because the speed limit over the bridge is already 60.
Yeah.
They've not put any other speed limit signs up to say, no, you need to go slower than this. So tell me, fucking why do people insist on going over the bridge at 30 miles an hour?
Okay.
It's nothing to look at. There's no rubbernecking because the structural problems are underneath. So you can't see. There's nothing to look at.
There's nothing to see, people.
And I'm just like, come on, guys. Look, what is the thing? So going to the my pub quiz on Monday was a struggle session. It was 7:30 at night. There is no good goddamn reason there should have been traffic at that time of night. Lo and behold, I was standstill traffic on the A14 because someone wanted to do 30 miles an hour over the bridge.
Yeah.
I then had the misfortune of getting stuck behind said someone coming down the road we are currently driving.
Oh, okay.
Now, between the A14 and the pub quiz, there is, I'm going to try and do quick counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 roundabouts.
Yeah.
This person insisted on going around each roundabout at 5 miles an hour.
Wow, okay.
And Paddy, I'll ask you a question. Do you know the difference between a traffic stop and a pedestrian crossing?
I do.
What is the difference for the viewers at home?
Caveat, I haven't actually passed my license, so I probably am wrong. But, hello. That was a silly place to reverse out of.
So we're about to go through a pedestrian crossing right now.
A pedestrian crossing is controlled by traffic light system.
Yes.
And what was the other one?
Traffic stop.
That's when you have. Is that like almost like a give way?
Oh, your normal way's closed. Okay, we're going the bumpy way.
Okay. Right. Yeah, and then thingamabob is you have to stop.
No. Basically,
or is it a public
pedestrian crossing is where it's traffic lights to allow pedestrians to cross.
Yeah.
Names on the tin. And then a traffic stop is basically any sort of junction where two roads meet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So, of course, the traffic lights will regularly change to allow the traffic to do what it needs to do. Whereas a pedestrian crossing, the lights will not change unless there is pedestrians there.
Yeah.
So this same person that went over the bridge at 30 miles an hour, went round the roundabouts at 5 miles an hour, stopped at every single pedestrian crossing when there was no pedestrians there.
Even though it was a green light?
Even though green light and no pedestrians there.
Well,
and they stopped.
Were they drunk? Did they have a P plate?
No, they didn't have a P plate. All I know is sterilisation would be too kind. That would be too... Ooh!
Yeah, that's the electric...
How have I not clocked that before?
I mean, you don't really come this way, do you?
No, normally when I come, my back's to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, sterilisation would be too kind.
Okay.
Is my thought process.
Okay, that's fair. I get that.
Yeah. I was very angry.
I have no doubt, Ben. I've been in the car with you. You have been angry, and I know that they would have got both barrels.
Yes, and it was. It's even got me speechless now.
Yeah.
I was just like, why? You know, Big Bang Theory, where Sheldon's reading something, he's not understanding, he's going, why? But why? And then he flips the page and goes, oh, that's why. Yeah. I didn't get that bit. I just had the why. I want to know.
You've had the unknowing of the.
Sometimes I just want to talk to these people and be like, I need to know if you really are this stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
you want to do that Michael McIntyre thing where you drive past and you're like, idiot.
Yeah.
You actually want to see if they look like they're an actual idiot or whether or not they're just not there.
Now, I have another question for you.
Yes.
You know my hatred of prequels.
Yes.
Do you have any reservations on prequels?
I enjoy some prequels.
Yep.
It can be difficult. I agree with a lot of your comments on you know what's going to happen to that character, so you're not invested in their story because you know that they will survive.
Yeah.
X, Y, Z. Sometimes I think if you have an elusive character, then getting their backstory makes them less elusive when you rewatch a movie.
Yep.
Or it seems pointless to know that if it's kind of then almost like a nothing character.
Yeah.
I mean, prime example for a great prequel is Rogue One.
Oh my god, I love Rogue One so
much. Rogue One is the ultimate prequel movie.
How they managed to take a line from the strolling text in the first Star Wars film and make that into a film?
Yeah, it's outstanding. It's chef's kiss. It is a phenomenal movie, and I know what you're going to bring up.
So the reason I asked you this question, because I've seen the trailer for Mufasa.
Yes.
Now, for the people who haven't watched the trailer for Mufasa,
go watch it and then come back.
Go watch it and then come back. They have completely flipped the table on Mufasa's origin story.
Yeah.
They have literally made it that he was Moses. Mm-hmm. He is the adoptive son, and Scar is the rightful heir to the Pride Lands.
Yeah.
And considering in the actual original film, that they have Scar saying a comment along the lines of, "Your father got the bronze of the gene pool."
Yeah.
You know, to suggest that he is actually related.
Yeah.
And they've just gone, nope, they're not related. Mufasa's adopted, and he steals the throne from Scar.
Yeah.
And it's like you've taken a prequel from a very well-loved film.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Lion King before Frozen was still their best ever animated film, best performing animated film.
Yeah.
And then Frozen came out and just stole it because little teeny baby boppers love Let It Go.
Yeah.
And honestly, my message to them is, let it go.
Yeah.
It's dead.
The fact that that's now getting a stage play as well.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Just let it die. It's done.
It's done.
But to completely upend the storyline of it, I can't.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, I am not in favour of review bombing. We constantly tell our listeners, do not review bomb. But
I mean, I feel like this is like prime example for why a prequel can be a bad thing.
Yes.
Like, there is no need for this. All you're trying to do is ring a dead horse.
Yeah. I feel like going forward, it's going to be here's our example of a perfect prequel, Rogue One. Here's our example of a bad prequel, Mufasa.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely going to be. I don't even really want to watch it.
No.
But I want to watch it so I can have a proper opinion. Yeah. Because that's one thing that we always say is that as much as we might not necessarily think something is a good idea, we need to have an opinion on it, so we need to watch it.
Oh, no. So there was someone at uni who, she was obsessed with Twilight.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of made the comment of, well, it's a shitty, like, it's not as good as Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And she was like, what you talk about is way better, it's way better. I was like, please.
No.
And then she was like, have you actually seen any of the Twilights? And I was like, no, because I don't want to subject my life to that. Like, I value my life. I value my happiness.
Yeah.
I don't want to, do that. And she was like, well, you can't make a comment until you've seen at least one of them. So I was like, bet.
Yeah.
I went away, watched the first one, and the very next lesson I was like, I've watched the first one. Shit.
Yeah.
Don't try and make me petty. Like, don't call me out for, because I will be petty. I will go there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so that's my thing. Paddy, how are you?
Sorry.
I asked the wrong time. You were just taking a drink.
Apologies.
Paddy, how are you?
I'm fine. To bounce off your Mufasa thing, we should obviously talk about the situation that happened yesterday.
May he rest in peace, James L. Jones.
James L. Jones died.
I'm so glad you will not be here to watch this travesty of a film.
I mean, my like, to carry on that conversation, because there is a little bit more that I want to talk about, because obviously he's passed away.
Yeah.
Do you think it was the shock of the trailer that sent him? Or do you...
What?
He was like, what have you done?
So it's like the Liz Truss meeting the Queen goes, fuck this, I'm out. He's watched the trailer and gone, nope.
Don't want nothing to be part of this.
It's possible.
No.
Considering, because correct me if I'm wrong, but the film is actually set. Simba's taken over he's now the king of the Pride Lands, and his daughter Kaya, I'm trying to remember the name. Kiara, that's it.
Kiara.
It's his daughter Kiara, and him and the baboon's name Rafiki. Him and Rafiki are telling her the story of her grandfather Mufasa. That's how it's set.
Okay, so so what they're doing is they're basically doing that, and then they go, and now we have all the animations for that, we can do Lion King 2 too.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I hadn't even got that far.
But I don't know if they've already got him before he died. Is he going to be in the film? I don't know.
Well, the thing is, like, we mentioned this obviously when we were talking to Hufflepuff about it.
Yeah.
Is that he's sold his voice to Disney. Disney owns his voice, and they use AI to recreate him.
Yep.
So for the Kenobi series, when he wasn't reading the lines, it was AI generated.
Yeah.
So the likelihood is that if his voice is in this movie, it will be generated.
It's AI generated.
It's AI generated to have him speaking.
Yeah.
Even though, like, if it is set, like, with Simba telling Kiara, like, that's the likelihood is that he's not going to be in it. And I assume if he's being played, if it's like a child version of Mufasa, they're not going to be getting James L. Jones to voice it.
Anyway, moving on.
But yeah, obviously he passed away. That's very upsetting.
Very sad.
That's that in a nutshell. I have nothing else to talk about, basically, because even though I have been working non-stop, nothing interesting has happened to me.
Well, that's good, because then that means we can start talking about the film.
It does. So,
speaking of death,
we've gone to see Beetlejuice.
I said it first time.
No. You only said it once. I said it twice. So it don't count. Oh dear. Right. Do you want to do first thoughts, or shall I?
Yeah, I'll do first thoughts. First thoughts. It must be wonderful living in Tim Burton's head.
I mean,
Like,
it would be insane, wouldn't
Like,
it?
imagine going to watch this on acid. Like,
mate.
oh my god.
Like, it would be the one time I'd be willing to do drugs. To be able, like, to watch a movie like this.
Yeah, like, also, you're going to have to help me out a little bit here, because I was never really allowed to watch Tim Burton films when I was a kid, because of course they all feature death and ghosts and spirits and Jehovah's Witnesses.
No bueno.
No bueno. Did anyone ever truly find Tim Burton films scary, or were they always sort of like the funnier side of scary?
I always thought they were the funniest side of scary. The only one that was the big issue was Batman Returns.
Right.
Because that was very, very dark. And it's a very big thing. I mean, there's loads of videos and documentaries about it. But basically, McDonald's had a massive contract with Warner Brothers to do the publicity and obviously kids' meals and things like that.
Yeah.
And then loads of kids went to go see it. And then obviously they were like scarred for life from watching it.
Brilliant.
Or it made them like me.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Okay. Yeah.
I always find that they were the funnier side.
Yeah.
Things like, Nightmare Before Christmas and all that kind of thing.
Horror this be not. It is funny.
No.
It's a comedy set in a horror scene.
Yeah.
Very well done. Everyone did their parts amazingly.
Yeah.
I think the B plot with Jenny Ortega was resolved a little too easily. That's the best way I can say it without giving away spoilers.
Yes.
But the B plot with Jenny Ortega was resolved way too easily and way too quickly.
Yeah.
Because they needed to get back to the A plot, which I get.
I do feel like that was kind of used as like a bit of padding.
Yeah.
I think if you cut out that whole B plot from the movie would still happen.
Yeah. No, because Winona Ryder uses the B plot as the reason to then contact Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I guess.
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
It did start to drag by the end of it for me.
I agree.
Okay, not just me.
No.
Like,
for what was an hour and a half movie.
Oh, it felt way longer.
It felt way longer.
Way longer. I don't know what else really to say, so I'm going to hand it over to you to say more things.
So, obviously, you watched the first one for the first time the other day as well.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel like they compare?
I think the first one was just nuts.
Yeah.
I feel like this one had more of a through storyline.
I agree.
Than the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was literally just...
batshit, like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, let's throw everything at the wall and see what we can get away with. Kind of thing. Whereas this one actually had a through line and a plot line.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. So my opinion of this movie is it was very good. I enjoyed it. I laughed at at bits that needed to be laughed at.
Yeah.
I didn't laugh at all the jokes. I don't think every joke landed.
Nope.
For me, and especially with like the first one and then this one, the use of practical effects. I don't know how many times we have to say this, but practical effects are so much better than CGI. No, it's fine. We can go for it.
Fine.
Yeah.
We're fine. Are you sure?
Yeah. It's fine. You just can't go past Tesco. It's that
Okay.
bit that's shut.
Right.
The use of practical effects are phenomenal. They are so good, and his team, his production team, whether or not they're the first or the second one, like they're the same people, I don't know. Like, it's just brilliant, and you can tell that there's one bit where somebody pulls themselves back together,
Yeah.
and that's very obviously heavy CGI,
Oh, of course.
and you can tell that is CGI, and yet the practical stuff is so much better than that one little bit of CGI.
Yeah, but I think that's because Tim Burton has a style.
Yeah, he does.
And that style lends well to be practical effects.
I get that, but I mean, you look at when we watched Alien Romulus the other week. You could tell it was practical suits and aliens moving, and it gives it gravity and things like that. I think, like you said, his world leans more into the use of practical because it's so crazy.
Yeah.
And I just think it's so clever. I mean, I think it's a better film for the lover of practical effects like that.
Yeah.
You can.
You can leave your head on. Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that if you're so rich. I thought it was great. I think it was an entertaining film. It did drag on a little bit too much, even for an hour and a half film. But overall, it was enjoyable. I mean, did it need to be made? Yes, no, who knows? I enjoyed it. Michael Keaton was great. Jenna Ortega, she's great. I mean, she doesn't do wrong in my book. I can't.
I mean, I will say this to her: be careful. You're getting to the point of being typecasted.
Yeah, but I feel like she has that.
She does 100%. But is she going to? Because she's still young. Is she going to regret that in life later in life when she's like trying to do other things and everyone's like, "But you're just this weird spooky girl," and she can't get out of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at Renaud Ryder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
same
it's
issue.
like.
Yeah.
Jenny Ortega, if you ever watch this, you never will. Just branch out. Just branch out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Try something new. Try something different. You'll probably fall on your face and return to the spooky horror scene, but at least then you can say you tried it.
Exactly. Give it the old college try.
The old college try.
Right. Final
thoughts.
Learn to drive.
Learn to fucking drive, or give me permission to take driver's licenses off people.
Yes.
Like, please.
Yeah, we've mentioned.
Or let this universe go Mad Max so I can fit a fucking ram to the front of my car and just get out of my way.
Get them out of the way. Prequels. What do you think? I mean, we're probably more on the side of not.
Don't bother.
But let us know your thoughts down below, please.
Emails going down, systems going down, not being able to do your job whilst at job. Great at the time, but then
the fallout from it.
The job is still waiting for you. It doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
And Beetlejuice 2.
Okay.
Good.
I mean, it was a solid film, but I'm not going to watch it again. I think I'd rewatch the first one.
Of the films we've watched recently, it would probably be my choice to watch again. Like,
fair enough.
Of the last 3-4 films.
Yeah, fair.
You know, right, here's the 3-4 films again. Which one do you want to watch again? It probably would be my choice.
That's fair. And James Earl Jones.
Rest in peace.
But that all being said, everybody, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and if you are listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. Comment down below, or you can email us at sliceofriedgoldpod@gmail.com. I'm doing the thing where it appears above us.
Your hand got very close, so I was like, hello.
Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.